the truth is painful.
You can't handle the truth!
Welcome to Todd Wrestles with the Truth, my AEW Week in Review. This review is of tonight's Dark Elevation episode 8. This was it's kind of hard because this was a good, really good show with some really bad matches in it. But overall, the matches that were good were really, really good. So it's going to be a tough one to give a review on because, you know, I don't hold back on my reviews. I tell you what I really think, as per my Todd's Truth name. So let's get into it. The first match, what a way to kick off the show. You should do this every week with somebody like Miro. This is the Miro or Rusev from WWE that we all wanted to see. The monster. Unleash the monster. Let him destroy. He did. Poor Will Allday got beat all day. he got beat to a pulp. Oh man, Miro just destroyed him. Great match. Miro is the character, like I said, we wanted to see. Miro is just a beast. And he destroyed Will Allday and got the win. I can't wait to see him now, now that he's in this beast mode, to take on some of the other big beasts in AEW. I mean, that is going to be some fun stuff to see. But yeah, Miro got the win on this. Great match. This, not so much. I don't like this kind of gimmicky crap. Abaddon, I mean, is AEW, are you trying to be like WWE with this crap? I can't stand the Bray Wyatt thing. I can't stand all the stupid, supernatural magic crap. Give me a break. This is crap. And Abaddon, this is crap. This character, I can't. There's nothing. And in this match, which was a good match, but come on. Ryo Mizunami, who's only lost one match since coming to AEW, and that was against the world champ. I mean, come on. It takes the loss to this, whatever this is supposed to be. There's no freaking way. Ryo should have beat the crap out of this, whatever this character is supposed to be, and took the win. But no, they gave the win to Abaddon over Ryo? I would have went, oh, hell no, I'm not losing that, whatever that freaky thing is supposed to be. This isn't a stupid horror movie, or some lame horror movie is what it would be with this character. But yeah, Abaddon gets the win. So whatever with that, not a good match. Next match, good match. Moxley came out and it was just, through most of the match was just freaking hilarious, actually. Like trying to give like the rookie Andrew Palace tips on wrestling during the match. At one point, Moxley got out on the stage, laid down and was doing snow angels. It would be the closest thing you could call it. No snow in Jacksonville. So then he got in the ring and he was actively telling Andrew how to wrestle. It was so funny. At one point, he even put both his hands behind his back, leaned over, stuck his head out, looked at him and goes, "Put me in a headlock." Okay. And oh my God, it was funny. But yeah, Moxley's top tier, top notch wrestler, top notch character. He never disappoints you. And but yeah, he got the win. Again with the rear naked choke. He choked out Andrew and got the win. I wonder why he hasn't been using his normal finishing move. So he's gone to this rear naked choke the last, I can't remember how many matches now I've seen. So I think it's because he's like, this is more brutal because he wants to choke people out because he's mad. But it works. He got the win on this one. And the next match of the night was Dark Order 10 versus D3. Yeah, 10 is turning into an awesome wrestler in the ring. There's just no stopping this guy. D3, as they said, he's the only Italian citizen to be wrestling in AEW, I guess. But he's from Rome. They were making a big deal of that, and I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, against the much bigger, much stronger 10, yeah, he didn't stand much of a chance. And 10 won this match with the full Nelson again. When he does the full Nelson, it's brutal. He puts him in the full Nelson, and just ragdolls him around. That's what he's done to every person he's got in it. D3 tapped out, given 10 the win. Another great match. Next match was Orange Cassidy. I love Orange Cassidy. He is so freaking funny. He came out with Chris Statlander against VSK. Chris Statlander looked like she was wearing, I think she pointed out the shoes that she was wearing. They look like the some of the fancy ones that look like the Back to the Future shoes. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, it started off with Orange Cassidy trying to do his pocket thing again. And everybody always tries to stop him from doing that. I don't know why. But yeah, this was just another good match. But VSK was just outclassed by Orange Cassidy. And Orange Cassidy got his finishing move, the beach break, for the win. It was another great match for Orange Cassidy. This was another good match too. Here's something I thought was really cool. The Hughes Brothers there were against FTR. The Hughes Brothers are Devon Dudley's sons. They're twin sons. And they're both big boys. I mean, and they guess are world tag team champions in another indie promotion as well. So I thought that was awesome to see Devon's sons. That was cool. I was like, oh my God, Devon Dudley. Awesome. But they were against FTR, who's probably one of the best tag teams in the world. But it was still a good match. I mean, the Hughes Brothers did a lot better than I would have given a new team to AEW against FTR. But FTR gets the win. Great match. But yeah, it's great to see the Hughes Brothers. Like I said, Devon Dudley's kids. It's awesome. Second generation wrestlers. This was another crap match. I mean, again, Vicki Guerrero is a screeching harpy. I will turn the sound off while watching this every time she comes out because I don't want to bleed from my ears, blow out my eardrums with her. Just a screeching harpy. Neither Rosa, I've made my feelings on that very clear. Just a poor match, terrible match. It wasn't good at all. Neither Rose got the win. That's all I can say for it. Just another bad match. Next match was Nick Camarada against Baron Black. This was pretty much a squash match. I get that they're trying to make Nick Camarada out to be this big beast, but if all you're doing is you're squashing, rookies or enhancement talent or whatever you want to call them, that doesn't make you a beast. That makes you a middle of the road guy that can beat up an enhancement talent. That's what they're there for. But if you want to show me that Nick Camarada is some kind of beast or big tough man, I want to see him wrestle like Brian Cage, the Machine. I want to see what he can do against him. I want to see what he can do against Powerhouse Hobbs. I want to see what he can do against Archer, the Murder Hawk. Yeah, just beating up enhancement talent week after week is not impressing me at all. I don't think that's, I just look at it and go, yawn. I mean, you're supposed to be this big tough guy. Why don't you go after some of the real big tough guys in AEW and show me what you can really do. So Camarada, as I was saying, is a squash match. He got the win. Again, not impressed at all with this whole factory thing. Should be, just factory of cheating. They don't, it's like, oh, big deal. You guys are supposed to be some big bad villains. Whoopee. You can't win without cheating, which, just shows that you can't win. Not impressed. But it was a good match, squash match, so yeah. Next match was a good match between Red Velvet and, now this is going to be fun to Rika Tiaka. She's a Samoan girl that's big and strong. I really don't see how Red Velvet won this match because Rika is like I said, big and strong. Red Velvet did get the win with a looked like a roundhouse kick to the face, I think it was. But it was a kick to the face, but I just can't remember if it was just a kick to the face or she did a roundhouse kick, which got the win. So that was interesting because it's not one of her normal finishing moves. And I thought it was a move that Rika would have just, kicked right out of and came back. But no, it was the finisher. So Red Velvet gets the win. I can't wait to see more from Rika because she looks like a badass, man. She looks really good. Next match of the night was Private Party against Duke Davis and Gannon Jones. Here's a match I'm kind of questionable on. I know they're pushing Private Party because they're with Matt. He's with Matt Hardy, but this other tag team are, they're a real tag team from other independent wrestling organizations. But each of these guys, oh my God, they're each like 6'5", and they're monsters. And Private Party, not 6'5", not monsters. They're both skinny little dudes. And I kept looking at this match as I was watching it, and lots of cheating, of course, from Matt Hardy. But I'm like, there's no way both the Private Party could beat one of these guys, let alone beat them. Because you should see the size difference when they were standing in the ring. It was like Private Party. Both of them were like, "How you doing up there?" And Private Party. Neither of Private Party is really muscular. They're both skinny little, kind of toothpick guys. But both of these guys were huge. I was like, there's no way that this would actually be a win. But Duke Davis and Gannon are the new guys to the company. So, they got the loss to Private Party after Matt Hardy did quite a bit of cheating. But, Private Party gets the win in this one. Another okay match, good match. But I don't know if I'd really say really good match. It may be good. But, yeah, one of those questionable matches. But they got the win. This was a really good match. Willow Nightingale, I think this was only her second appearance on AEW, against Thunder Rosa. Good match. But once Thunder Rosa gets going, she's a good veteran wrestler. I think that, she's good. She's got skills. But once she got going, there was no stopping Thunder Rosa. And she got the win. Just to watch her, she's like, wow. Yeah, you can tell she's a veteran and she knows what she's doing. Another match. QT Marshall doing his Villain Factory thing, which I'm still not impressed with. And I'm not impressed with any of them. Against Dylan Mcqueen, who's I don't know if this was his first time. I think they said it might have been his first match with AEW. He's training at the Nightmare Factory, where QT is a trainer. This was another essential squash match for QT. He's not going to have a squash match on Wednesday night when he has to face Cody. So get it in while you can, buddy. This was just a squash match. They beat him up. They dragged him out of the ring. He pile drived him on the steel steps. That kind of same old. So, not a good match, just a squash match. Now, every time you see Chaos Project, these guys are loons, man. Luther is hilarious. Serpentico is... I don't know what's going on with Serpentico. Luther just uses him as a weapon most of the time. Lets him in the ring to wrestle, and then he will pick Serpentico up and hit him on other people like a weapon, like he's a baseball bat or just a piece of lumber, and just throw him at people and hit him with people. And he even grabbed him in this match with the Gun Club. Austin and Colton their dad Billy wasn't there, which I missed. I love Billy Gunn, one of my all-time favorites. He picked him up. I think he picked up Serpentico, and I think he power bombed him onto one of the guns. I'm like, you just power bombed your own tag team partner onto your opponent. What are you doing? Oh my God, it's funny though. But this was a good match. Austin and Colton are really coming together as a good wrestlers. You kind of got to think they would be with their dad training them, because geez, that would, if you had your dad training you, who's Billy Gunn, the legend, and you didn't turn out to be a good wrestler, you should just go away, hide somewhere, and never show your face again. But Austin and Colton are good. They've become, and they're getting better every time I see them too. So, Colton, I think it was Colton got the win on this one. He calls it the Colt 45. So his finishing move, which was really good move. So Colt 45, I like that. I love how all of their stuff has to do with westerns and guns. But they are the Gun Club. So yes, there you go. They got the win on the night. And the last match of the night was The Blade and Matt Hardy. Here we go again. Against the Dark Order's Colt Cabana and Allen 5 Angels, or just 5. This was a really good match. It started off a really good match, but Private Party and the Bunny were at ringside. And the referees in AEW are still, what's a nice way to put moron? They're just morons. I mean, oh my God. I mean, they have a shorter attention span for distractions than I do with ADD. So I'm like, oh my God, one person could like do something and the referee, oh my God, and he runs to the other side of the ring and then stands there, oh, but what's going on? What's going on? Well, meanwhile, 20 people appear behind him and start attacking somebody. And I don't hear anybody being attacked. Apparently I'm deaf and blind too, so I can't see anything. And if I just turn my head even like this, I have no peripheral vision, so I can't see anything either. So this whole match was just Private Party getting involved in cheating and the Bunny getting involved in cheating. And then the Dark Order, I like the Dark Order, but come on, the Dark Order needs to go back to being a little more dark and a little more willing to kick someone's ass. Because them trying to be nice while a-holes like Matt Hardy and the Blade are cheating like crazy, it's just not, it's not fun. I want to see them go and just destroy these guys. But, they're supposed to be good guys now, so we can't do that. But, hey, you know what's better than a hero? Anti-heroes. So, I want to see them just beat the crap out of them. So, at one point, the Colt Cabana did a stage dive onto Private Party. Then there was Evil Uno and Grayson were at ringside. They ran around and started attacking Private Party, and so did Colt Cabana. Which I'm like, why did Colt Cabana stay out there fighting Private Party when you already had Stu Grayson and Evil Uno out there fighting? Which that was 3-on-2, but then that left your tag team partner, 5, in the ring with both the Blade and Matt Hardy. So what do you think happened? Yeah, Matt Hardy got this finishing move on Allen, or number 5, sorry, and got the win. But the problem was at one point, the camera view switched. So the problem with this was it did a shot across the ring, like diagonal. And what you saw was on the outside was Colt Cabana standing there watching his tag team partner get double teamed in the ring. And he just stood there like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going on. So that really took you out of what was happening, because you're like, wait, you're standing there watching your tag team partner get the crap kicked out of him, and then he gets Matt Hardy's finishing move and gets pinned while you stand outside the ring and watch, instead of running in there and saving your tag team partner and saving the match. So that was a kind of, that did a big rut row for me. So yeah, so I mean, this night was pretty tough with Moxley and Miro and FTR being on the same episode, which all of those matches were great. But then you had a bunch of these matches that were just rut row that dragged down the episode. So I think I would give this one a high 3 out of 5, because I think these other matches and that finisher, which always remember the end. That's what everybody says about things. But I think that kind of dragged it down, or I would have given it a 4 out of 5, but a high 3 out of 5. Well, if you enjoyed this review, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review for my AEW Weekend Review.